Siri, Apple's virtual assistant, has become an integral part of many people's daily lives. It can help you with a wide range of tasks, from setting reminders and sending messages to providing weather updates and searching the internet. However, there are certain things you should never say to Siri due to privacy concerns, security risks, and ethical considerations. In this extensive guide, we will explore the top 10 things you should avoid saying to Siri, delving into why these commands or statements can be problematic. By understanding these limitations, you can interact with Siri more safely and appropriately. 1. Sensitive personal information. One of the most critical things you should never say to Siri is anything related to sensitive personal information. This includes your bank account details, passwords, social security number, or any other private data. Siri is designed to assist with general inquiries and tasks, but it is not equipped to handle or store sensitive information securely. When you ask Siri for your bank account balance or password, you are exposing yourself to significant security risks. Hackers and other malicious entities could potentially exploit this vulnerability, leading to identity theft or financial loss. It is always best to keep such sensitive information away from any virtual assistant. Consider a scenario where someone asks Siri for their bank account balance aloud in a public place. Even if Siri does not provide the information, the request itself can alert nearby eavesdroppers to valuable data that might be accessible through less secure means. The risk is not just limited to what Siri can or cannot do, but also how others might use overheard information. For these reasons, it is crucial to use secure methods, such as encrypted apps or direct communication with your bank, to handle any sensitive information. 2. False emergency requests. Telling Siri to call emergency services when there is no actual emergency is another major no-no. Misuse of emergency services can lead to serious consequences, both legally and in terms of public safety. If you instruct Siri to call 911 or any other emergency number without a valid reason, you are diverting valuable resources away from real emergencies. This could delay response times for those in genuine need of assistance, potentially putting lives at risk. Additionally, falsely calling emergency services is illegal in many jurisdictions and can result in hefty fines or even imprisonment. Always ensure that any request to contact emergency services is legitimate. A real-life example can be found in various news reports where prank calls to emergency services have led to the dispatch of police, fire, or medical personnel, only to find no actual emergency. These actions not only waste resources but can also endanger the public by reducing the availability of first responders for real emergencies. When you consider using Siri to contact emergency services, remember that the system is designed to provide help quickly and efficiently, and misuse can have serious implications. 3. Medical advice. Never rely on Siri for medical advice. While Siri can provide basic information on health topics, it is not a substitute for professional medical advice. If you ask Siri about symptoms, diagnoses, or treatments, you are likely to receive general information that may not be applicable to your specific situation. Relying on this information could lead to misdiagnosis or inappropriate treatment, potentially worsening your condition. For any medical concerns, it is always best to consult a qualified healthcare professional who can provide personalized and accurate advice based on your medical history and current symptoms. Imagine someone experiencing chest pain asking Siri for advice. Siri might provide general information about heart conditions, but it cannot assess the individual's specific symptoms, medical history, or risk factors. This could lead to delays in seeking appropriate medical attention, with potentially severe consequences. It is always safer to contact a healthcare provider directly or go to the nearest emergency room if you have urgent medical concerns. 4. Other people's personal information. Respecting the privacy of others is essential, and this extends to how you use Siri. You should never instruct Siri to divulge contact details, locations, or any other private information about others without their consent. This not only violates privacy rights but can also lead to serious security breaches. For instance, asking Siri for someone else's home address or phone number without their permission could expose them to potential threats or harassment. Always respect others' privacy and avoid using Siri to access or share their personal information. Consider a scenario where someone asks Siri for a colleague's address to send an unsolicited package. Even if Siri does not provide the information directly, the act of trying to obtain it without consent is unethical and potentially harmful. It is important to use Siri responsibly and ensure that any requests for personal information are made with the appropriate permissions and respect for privacy. 5. Inappropriate or offensive language. Using inappropriate or offensive language with Siri is another behavior to avoid. This includes any language that is abusive, discriminatory, or otherwise offensive. While Siri is a virtual assistant and does not have feelings, using inappropriate language can contribute to a negative and hostile environment. It is important to maintain a level of respect and professionalism when interacting with Siri, just as you would with a human assistant. Moreover, offensive language can trigger inappropriate responses or actions from Siri, leading to unintended consequences. For example, if someone repeatedly uses offensive language with Siri, it may lead to a normalization of such behavior, making it more likely to be used in other, more sensitive contexts. Furthermore, this behavior can set a poor example for others, including children, who may be learning how to interact with technology and people. Maintaining a respectful tone with Siri helps promote positive and respectful communication overall. 6. Illegal activities. Another crucial point is to avoid asking Siri to perform illegal activities. This includes anything from searching for illegal content online to facilitating criminal acts. Siri is programmed to recognize and reject such requests, but making these kinds of inquiries can still have serious repercussions. Attempting to use Siri for illegal purposes can result in law enforcement intervention and potential legal consequences. It is crucial to use Siri responsibly and within the bounds of the law. Imagine someone asking Siri to search for illegal substances or to hack into a computer system. Not only would Siri reject such requests, but making them could trigger monitoring by law enforcement agencies. Engaging in illegal activities through Siri or any other means is not only unethical but also poses significant legal risks. It is important to use Siri in a manner that complies with all applicable laws and regulations. 7. Pranking or deceiving others. Using Siri to prank or deceive others is another behavior to avoid. This can involve instructing Siri to send misleading messages, make prank calls, or provide false information. While these actions may seem harmless, they can have unintended and potentially harmful consequences. For example, sending a misleading message could cause confusion or distress, while making prank calls can waste valuable time and resources. It is important to use Siri responsibly and consider the potential impact of your actions on others. A common example of this behavior is asking Siri to send a text message that could be interpreted as alarming or misleading, such as a fake emergency. The recipient of such a message might panic or take unnecessary actions, leading to stress and confusion. Using Siri to deceive others undermines trust and can damage relationships. It is always best to use Siri in ways that are honest and considerate of others' feelings and well-being. 8. Inappropriate content. Avoid asking Siri for inappropriate content. This includes any requests for explicit material, violent content, or other inappropriate subjects. Siri is programmed to filter out and reject such requests, but making these inquiries can still result in unintended and inappropriate responses. Moreover, seeking out inappropriate content through Siri can contribute to negative and harmful behaviors. It is important to use Siri in a positive and responsible manner, avoiding any content that is inappropriate or harmful. For instance, asking Siri to search for explicit material can lead to exposure to inappropriate content, especially if children are present. Additionally, using Siri to seek out violent or harmful content can desensitize individuals to such material and contribute to a negative online experience. It is essential to use Siri to access content that is suitable for all audiences and promotes a healthy and respectful digital environment. 9. Violating privacy or security of others. Using Siri in a way that violates the privacy or security of others is highly unethical and potentially illegal. This can include asking Siri to record conversations without consent, track someone's location without their knowledge, or access private information without permission. Such actions not only violate privacy rights but can also lead to serious legal consequences. Always ensure that your use of Siri respects the privacy and security of others, and never use it to engage in unethical or illegal activities. Imagine someone instructing Siri to record a private conversation at a workplace without the participant's knowledge. Such actions could lead to significant breaches of trust and potential legal ramifications, especially if sensitive information is involved. It is important to use Siri in a manner that respects the rights and privacy of all individuals, ensuring that its capabilities are used ethically and responsibly. 10. Unreasonable or impossible requests. Finally, avoid making unreasonable or impossible requests to Siri. While Siri is a powerful virtual assistant, it has its limitations. Asking Siri to perform tasks that are beyond its capabilities can lead to frustration and disappointment. For instance, requesting Siri to perform complex scientific calculations, solve intricate puzzles, or provide detailed legal advice is likely to result in unsatisfactory responses. It is important to understand what Siri can and cannot do, and to use it within its intended scope. Consider someone asking Siri to diagnose a complex legal issue or perform a detailed analysis of scientific data. Siri can provide general information and perform basic tasks, but it is not equipped to handle specialized, in-depth inquiries. Understanding the limitations of Siri helps set realistic expectations and ensures that you use it effectively for tasks it is designed to handle. In conclusion, while Siri is a valuable tool that can assist with a wide range of tasks, there are certain things you should never say to it. These include asking for sensitive personal information, making false emergency calls, seeking medical advice, violating privacy, using offensive language, requesting illegal activities, pranking others, seeking inappropriate content, violating others' security, and making unreasonable requests. By avoiding these pitfalls, you can ensure that your interactions with Siri are safe, respectful, and effective. It is crucial to use Siri responsibly and within its intended scope, respecting both your own privacy and that of others. By doing so, you can make the most of this powerful virtual assistant and avoid potential risks and consequences. Understanding Siri's capabilities and limitations. To fully appreciate why certain requests should be avoided, it is important to understand the capabilities and limitations of Siri. Siri is designed to assist with everyday tasks such as setting reminders, sending messages, making phone calls, providing weather updates, and answering general questions. It uses natural language processing and machine learning to understand and respond to user requests. However, Siri's responses are based on pre-programmed algorithms and data sources, which means it has limitations in understanding context and providing specialized advice. For example, while Siri can set a reminder to take medication, it cannot provide medical advice on whether a particular medication is suitable for you. Similarly, Siri can send a text message to a contact, but it cannot ensure the content of the message is appropriate or accurately represents the sender's intentions. Recognizing these limitations helps users make better decisions about what to ask Siri and how to use its capabilities effectively. Security concerns with virtual assistants. Security is a major concern when using virtual assistants like Siri. While Apple has implemented various security measures to protect user data, there are inherent risks associated with using any internet-connected device. Virtual assistants can potentially be exploited by hackers to gain access to personal information or control connected devices. This makes it essential for users to be mindful of the type of information they share with Siri and how they use its features. For instance, sharing sensitive personal information with Siri can increase the risk of data breaches or identity theft. It is advisable to use strong, unique passwords for your Apple ID and other accounts, enable two-factor authentication, and regularly review your privacy settings to ensure your data is protected. Additionally, be cautious about using Siri in public places where others might overhear sensitive information. Ethical considerations in using virtual assistants. Ethical considerations are also important when using virtual assistants. Siri, like other virtual assistants, operates based on pre-programmed responses and data, but it is not capable of ethical reasoning or understanding the implications of its actions. This places the responsibility on the user to ensure that their requests and interactions with Siri are ethical and respectful. For example, using Siri to prank others or send misleading messages is not only unethical but can also have harmful consequences. Similarly, asking Siri to perform illegal activities or access private information without consent is both unethical and potentially illegal. It is important to use Siri in a manner that respects the rights and privacy of others and adheres to legal and ethical standards. Privacy and data protection. Privacy is a key concern when using virtual assistants. Siri processes user requests by sending data to Apple's servers for analysis and response generation. While Apple has implemented measures to protect user privacy, including data anonymization and encryption, there are still potential risks associated with data transmission and storage. Users should be aware of how the data is being used and take steps to protect their privacy. This includes reviewing and adjusting privacy settings, limiting the amount of personal information shared with Siri, and being cautious about making sensitive requests. Additionally, users can periodically delete Siri's history and data to minimize potential privacy risks. Responsible use of technology. Using Siri responsibly involves understanding its capabilities, limitations, and the potential risks associated with its use. By making informed decisions about what to ask Siri and how to use its features, users can maximize the benefits of this powerful virtual assistant while minimizing potential risks. For example, using Siri to set reminders, send messages, or provide weather updates can save time and improve productivity. However, it is important to avoid making sensitive, inappropriate, or illegal requests that could lead to privacy breaches, security risks, or ethical concerns. By using Siri responsibly and within its intended scope, users can enjoy the convenience and efficiency it offers while ensuring their interactions are safe and respectful. Conclusion. In summary, Siri is a valuable tool that can assist with a wide range of tasks, but there are certain things you should never say to it. These include asking for sensitive personal information, making false emergency calls, seeking medical advice, violating privacy, using offensive language, requesting illegal activities, pranking others, seeking inappropriate content, violating other security, and making unreasonable requests. By understanding the capabilities and limitations of Siri, as well as the potential risks associated with its use, you can interact with this virtual assistant more safely and appropriately. It is crucial to use Siri responsibly and within its intended scope, respecting both your own privacy and that of others. By doing so, you can make the most of this powerful virtual assistant while avoiding potential risks and consequences. With thoughtful and informed use, Siri can be a helpful and efficient tool in your daily life, enhancing productivity and convenience.